Good evening. I am just going to see if I can find myself. Oh, I think I already have. That makes a nice first. Right, so let's put this up somewhere where I can actually see it. And oh, that's early for me to have done that already. So, hello. Hi, Bev. Lovely to, well, I'd say lovely to see you, but thank you for coming to find me. So, whilst we're just waiting to see if anybody else joins us for this evening. Good evening, I am Colette Thornton. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator here in the UK. You'll also find me under Let's Create on Facebook. And today is Thursday the 13th of May. Where on earth is it going? I've got less than a month until my babies turn 5. Sorry, I've not turned notifications off on the iPad and they're pinging up. And I don't think I'm emotionally prepared for that, nor am I prepared with anything else other than their presence. But Mondays, it's flying by quick enough that Monday will at least see us be able to go inside someone's house. Evening, Sue. Thank you for coming to find me. So my little man had me up at 4:30 this morning. So I've just got a couple of quick ones for this evening because I'm very ready for bed. But also very aware that I want to keep doing these, and I know if I give myself the excuse to miss one, it's a downward spiral. It's like that naughty night off of a diet. Although I will be having a naughty night on Saturday, meeting the girl. Oh, well done, Sue. I still haven't tried Pilates. I still very much need to. The physio would still be giving me earache and telling me to do that. But yeah, I've got garden visit with my girlies. Oh, I'm frozen on there. With my girlies on Saturday night. Oh, what a wally, I paused myself. Nobody needs to see a still of these chops. So yeah, I'm very much looking forward to Saturday, even though it looks like it might rain. And I think Mark's got the day off, so we might actually get to do something which will be nice. So I've got to give kudos to the girly. My little lady was allowed to, so I know, I literally do not know what to do with myself. I've got no clothes that fit thanks to lockdown. But it's just as well my girls wouldn't care if I turned up in my PJs. But yeah, kudos to Freya. So Stampin' Up, for those who attended on tour, we were sent a stamp set and not everybody's stamped perfectly. And so Stampin' Up being, as they are, and incredibly aware that when things aren't going quite to plan, they'll withdraw them from sale for a while. And they've done that with the stamp set that I can't even remember the name of. Etched in Nature, possibly. But they also then gave us the option of a stamp set to replace it with. And my little lady picked my stamp set. She's nearly 5 going on 15, and very much thinks that she's going to teach me how to stamp things and what to do. I'm just grateful that I really thought she was going to pick one of the real kiddie sets. But she hasn't. She's picked, I think it'll come back to front. Yeah. But we've got this one. So I've had a bit of a play last night. So I'll flip the camera around, hopefully a bit more successfully than last week. And then you'll be able to see what it is we're going to be pulling together. So let's make sure we turn the camera around. Oh, no, it helps if you unscrew the We'll get there at one point, ladies, I promise. Now we're off the desk. Right, we can see grid paper. Hurrah. And hopefully I'm not buffering anywhere else. It's just here. Is everybody else still there? I'm hoping so. Let's have a see. Have we got anybody else there? Chuck me a thumbs up, please, and then we can. Technical issues before we've got anywhere. Oh, thank you, Sue. That's cool. My iPad's just buffering. That's fine. I'll stay stood up and then I can see your comments that way. Just otherwise, we'll be waiting all day. So this stamp set here. Oh, thanks, Bev. Count on me. So it was one that I actually never found in the catalogue, and I've got a large sheet of card in there so I couldn't miss it. But it's on page 82. I've got my box of blocks in the way so you can't see it. Oh, hi Auntie Bob. So this stamp set here, the girlies picked, and actually it's this image that really caught my eye, because if you've got the set, the bear only faces one way, so it means that we have to use the mirror, stamping mirror technique, to be able to have him go that way. I'm just going to move this down a little bit more because I don't think we've got the entirety of my desk. There we go, because everything was having to be right at the top. So this isn't liking me today. Let's refresh that one up there and see if we get anywhere. If not, never mind. So, oh, I've still out. So if we end up needing some mirror images, it looks like I've still got some in here. So that's always handy to know. But how cute are these? I haven't done anything with these ones. I haven't even showed you the cards, have I? I got so preoccupied with... So anybody that's on Instagram would have seen this one today that I was sharing. So I've mirrored the bear. And this actually, the background comes from, we're in the mini catalogue. And they were the Valentine's cards and more. So the card bases that came with the double-sided, I had a few left, 2 or 3. And so I thought, put them to good use, and we've got him on the back there. And I love it. We can make it through anything if we do it together. And then my other one that I've made is the penguins. I love them. And again, I've mirrored because I thought I didn't know which one I was going to use. But I think we'll probably be able to do both because they're quite simple and easy ones, thankfully, because my brain can't do much more. So hopefully, oh, I wonder if I've got that sentiment up here. So this sentiment comes from another one of the new sets. Oh, we might be going rogue already. Oh no, I've got it. I have got it. So it's from the In Symmetry. No, In Symmetry is the suite. So, no, In Symmetry is the stamp. It's, oh, is it Sweet Symmetry? I think is the bundle. Oh, hi, Danny. Thanks for coming to find me. So this one's photopolymer, but these are how the new photopolymer boxes, I've only used a couple of them, being laid out. So we've now got the images on the inside. Oh, there we go, look. I've got a play from that as well. I love it. It's a bit bold and airy, probably a bit like me. So let's get making, shall we? In fact, let's leave, what we're going to need. We're going to need a bear and a penguin. So we're going to leave those out in case. I've got my Stampin' Pierce mat, but just in case. This desk has never liked me stamping up here. What sentiment did I use? We can make it through. Oh, let's... Oh no, I had black card in the catalogue, so that's all right. We've got some black. Oh, I'm going to bend my kangaroo. So, this is going off again, isn't it? I think I've knocked it, that's why. We'll get there. Don't quite know when, but we will get there. So, let's have some blocks. Oh, no, not that block. My iPad really doesn't like me this evening. Oh, I see. It's because all the notifications keep pausing it. I should have put the do not disturb on there as well. All these issues when you've got friends. I'll moan at some point that I've not messaged them enough. There we go, that'll keep us going. So, stamp and pierce mat, because we know my table is pants. So, what do you fancy doing first? Should do the bears, it's probably the quickest. We'll get them patched out. We'll go from there. So, we're going to need, I've just got a C6 card base. I did actually get prepped with some of the bits this evening. She says that's an easy bit to prep. We'll have that, thanking you. Card base, I just didn't get the black, but we've got some there, so that's fine. Happy days. Oh no, I need a piece for stamping. I didn't prep that far in advance. So let's have a piece of, because I haven't bought scraps up either. Cut this down so that we're not hanging off of the page. Okay. Right. Oh, I thought we'd fallen at the first hurdle of needing memento. There we go. So what I generally do is if I am going to mirror something, I would do that first. If I was doing it to line them up, I'd certainly do it first, so then I could line my other stamp up with it. This isn't, it's not such the case with this one, but so I've got my silicone mat as well. These are really cheap, and I normally use them, I've got something on it. I normally use mine for sticking ink on so that I can use it on my block or something. And I've just got normal memento black ink, and then you literally stamp it. Let's go in the middle onto the mat, and I'm gonna try. Oh, it's a bit blurry. Let's have another one just in case. I'd rather have too many than not enough. Oh, that one's even worse. Might be using my examples before I've got anywhere. Definitely with that one. That's a better one. And then it's just a case of applying pressure to the top of that. It's a bit like those transfers you used to get as a kid. And at the start I used to do this and I'd only get half the image, or I would have moved the ink too much and I'll blur it. So yeah, so this one's, that one's okay, and to be fair I'll use that one but not that one. So this gets really messy, so you're going to want to put that to one side so you don't wear it ultimately. You put that up there, and I know me, I'll end up leaving it and I'll find it in the middle of the night. So let's make sure we're still on here. I'm still going to want a couple more penguins. Don't know why I'm even doing the penguin yet. I said I wasn't going to do the penguin. I'm trying to multitask. And we'll have another bear. There we go. And I think actually I might use the bear that we already had. The penguin's fine, but the bear is a bit blurry and it's going to upset me. Oh, to be fair, so Danny said she'd forgotten about this technique, didn't use it enough. I've never known about it. I had to go searching how they'd done the example in the catalogue because I thought it was really cute. And it also goes with the sentiment, I've got your back, which I thought was lovely. Let's have him out, I think. Yeah. So I've used crumb cake. I'd never used crumb cake until we did, I think, what was we attending? I think it was the November Pinky's retreat, and everybody went, you don't use crumb cake. I was like, no, I've never had crumb cake. Soon had to buy it. And the reds I want for the bear. That's it, isn't it? Yeah. It's a really simple one. So all I do is with the dark, I tend to, come on, click it with the program. I go over the darker bits just so that it looks like it's got a little bit of shading, and then anywhere where I think it's gonna be darker, I tend to, am I even on the screen here? I tend to go in. I've done it with acetate sheet, but it looks great with the matte. Oh, thanks, Sue. It is, to be fair, I think I'd get even messier having done the acetate when Martin did his snowflakes in November. I got in a real mess with the acetate, but again, I think that's my higgledy-piggledy way of doing everything. Oh, so I don't even know if I put yes. Look what I've got finally. Might actually be able to layer gem down later with, oh, I've printed these ones last night on thick. Grr. Like the person that stamped it. Never mind, it'll do. So yeah, I shared this one on my Instagram earlier because I wasn't too sure what I wanted to share today, and it kind of went down a little bit well, so that's where we're at. I just think they're really cute. I do love a character, and I think I'm probably going to have to upset Hilary and get the turtles. I know, Sue, thank you. I found it so much easier last night, actually. I was like, why haven't I got one of these before? Because I've had the real shakes the last few weeks. And when I used it last night, I thought, you're joking. Could have made my life a whole lot easier if I'd just listened to everybody earlier. Because I think Maz has been telling me to get one for the last few sessions that we've had. So I got one now. Although I love Hilary with her. I've had one, I just don't use it. Bless her. She's too cute. I don't know why I'm colouring with this felt end, because I don't normally. It scares me. Oh, well done. What did you get, Danny? I'm desperate to get the Expressions of Ink? That's next on my list. We'd just bought the remainder of the kids' birthday stuff when we were allowed to order, so I was a good girl and I didn't order too much. Just got a sweet and a couple of stamp sets, but it's going in there as soon as payday hits. And probably the turtles, I think. Still don't know how to take your pic. Sue! To be fair though, like, you do well enough without them. I think everybody was just done with my moaning. Oh, and I know what I've done here, and I didn't do it on the last one. So I, on the original card, you'll see there's no heart. So what I'd done was I'd masked it off with some washi tape when I was stamping. I forgot to do that today. But what I'll do, oh no, actually I'm lying. Well, I had forgotten it anyway, but that was one out of the box. So what I'll do is I'll just chop it off. I've just used the light instead of the dark, haven't I? Really, really can't multitask today. Oh, so you're so good. So good. I don't think I would have, although, to be fair, I am constructing the shopping list for the next few months, I think, because I'm going to have it. It's mine, all mine. So there are no dies with this set. So I'm going to have to... Oh, you did? You got the expressions of ink. I was desperate for the peaches, but I'll be really honest in the sense that I wasn't sure if I wanted them, because I wanted them as much as I wanted the flamingos. And then I got so underwhelmed with my flamingos because I think I'd spent so long bigging them up in my head. So my thinking there was, if I just hold fire, because I did it with the snails, I didn't actually end up buying the snails, because I played the game of, well, if I still desperately want them, I can buy them. And then fate dealt me a hand in that when I actually did go to order them, they were back ordered, and at that point in time I was like, no, I want something new to play with. So I don't know what I ordered instead, but I got something else instead. But expressions of ink, that paper looks divine, and the gold, I'm waiting to see if there's anything. Oh, good point, well made, Sue. So we've got a team extravaganza day coming up in June, and I'm really quite grateful actually, because that would normally fall on the twins' birthday weekend, but Mark's got to work that day, so we're doing it the weekend before, and I was like, oh, that works beautifully. Yes, that's such a good point, Sue. Although I saw Stacey posted a card using the stamp set that she said we're getting for the extravaganza day, and it's too cute. In fact, that uses this bear, I think. I think he's just grey on hers, which actually is a colour I hadn't considered for him. So, yeah, we might have to have a smoky slate bear come out with Bumblebee. I'm loving Smoky Slate and Bumblebee together at the moment. So that might be, yeah, the papers for the expressions of ink are amazing. And I love the fact that there's some of them. So I follow, is it Kylie and Bruno Bertucci, and they do the Love It Chop It Club with the DSP, but there's a couple in there that you could just like slice in half. And oh, so honestly, it's not a stamp set. I think I would have, I'd done that, oh cute, when it came out, but Freya was adamant. Well, I lie. To start with, she wanted the chickens, and we all know my view on the chickens. So whether it was product credit or not, she was not having chickens, because my argument was it's still Mama's, and Mama's not going to use those chickens, which she finds hilarious. But my auntie gave her some stamps at the weekend, so she's nicked a couple of the clear blocks that I've had out of kits and things, and some of the, because I used to have the little ink spots. That's what I first bought to stamp with, and it was a case of not knowing whether I was actually going to like it, which was a bit crazy for me because I know what my addictive nature for stationery is like. I should have just bought them. But anywho, they're now serving Freya, and she's got the one out of the paper pumpkin set. So she's nabbed a fair few, bless her, and she spent the other night after school just stamping in cards. She'd already had one bath. She ended up needing a second. She was just covered in ink, but she was having fun. Need to get Harrison doing it for his motor skills. I'm nearly there, people, sorry. I'm not very quick at this game. Didn't even think that bit through when it came to making quick cards this evening, which is a bit daft. So there we go. That's the hard. Oh no, I've got to tie a bow as well. What a wally. Okay, so bone folder. Have I got one? I need to, oh, there's something on that. That's not good. Let's turn it over. So she does love crafting. She was gutted that she was in bed for the team session the other day, bless her, but she still came into my bed. She wouldn't stay in her own room. So I've just got basic white C6 card base, and this is one of the last little bits I've got left. I love this paper. It's the, is it Love Always Speciality Designer Series paper from the mini catalogue, and that is, oh, I've gone random measurements, 12.7 by 9.5. I don't know what my method was in that, probably just it worked. So this just goes down with some good old wet glue, my Tombow. Hopefully this, oh yeah, that's not got blockage. When I brought up the other week, all I could do was shake it. I also have learnt my lesson, and there's a spare one up here now as well, so I don't have to have like an hour-long session fighting with Tombow. So that's not a bad shout clip. That's fine, I'll leave that there. So these are double-sided, but obviously that's not going to work with the gorgeous little bears. And I love the fact the Blushing Bride and the what's that, pale pink, work quite nicely with that. Oh, I have. So this is from the combo twine pack from the snail mail, and it was just a case of wrapping it round a couple of times. Oh, she says, I haven't got any washi. Yes. So I tend to put a bit of good old washi tape when I can find the end. There we go. Just on the back, because otherwise I am never going to get a bow out of that. It's just going to keep spinning round. There we go. And as much as I would normally leave that on the spool, but I know it's not going to bode well this evening, so I'm going to cut my losses and just lose a bit more twine in the process. It's fine. Perfectly happy with that. So hopefully we'll do this fairly painlessly. Not too sure because they're not going to bend my fingers in it. Oh, go bunny ears. I know my hands will tolerate that. Oh, maybe not. One day I'll learn not to do these live. Right, that's loose, so we're going to have to play with that. Oh. Which one's loose? Is it that one? Yeah, let's have a bit more tape on the back. Just because I've left that bow quite saggy and I don't like it. But I also know that I'm not going to be capable of another bow. So there we go. You won't know now. go. Trim those off of there. Oh, did I? Yes. Didn't think we had any dimensionals then. I was gonna quite a little bit. And then just plonk a few of these on here. So you do have to be careful with these card fronts because they have got the pierced holes. The very first time I used them I didn't realise. I stuck one straight over the hole. But luckily it hadn't been pushed down too far, so it was rescuable. So let's pull these off quickly. Oh, that's not so quickly, Claire. Dun, dun, dun. There we go. Oh, that's not going to be straight. No. The OCD is going to kick in. There we go. That'll do. And then I think I propped these up too. We're going to anyway. And I think I put this one on first actually, just to make sure they were both going to fit on. Just a bit cute. I've just realised I haven't got my watch on. Never mind. There we go. Oh, those little guys on there. And then we just need a sentiment. Why have I got you on there? I don't quite know. Dooby-dooby-doo, black. Oh, I'm stuck. So let's cut. Strip off there. So I need a new one of these. It's sprung a leak somewhere. My embossing buddy. So that will just take static off of the card. And then sentiment with the Versamark. Go there. Oh, thanks, Bev. Hopefully that's going to come out. So grab the embossing powder. Hopefully, it's just as well the police aren't coming to check there's a fingerprint on there. Oh, thanks, Danny. It's lovely of you. And then I'm hoping I've got my paintbrush in my pot. Let's put the lid on that. I'm a bit accident prone. I don't think anybody's noticed, have they? And then that'll just get those little bits off. Oh. Oh, it helps if we have a heat tool, doesn't it? Where have I put that? Everything needs to have like homing pigeon attached to it. Although that is the first thing I think I've lost this evening, so we're doing all right. I'm just going to have to unlock my phone. There we go. So apologies for the noise in advance. go, so you can just see it's starting to turn there. Slipping and sliding. In fact, I might leave that because I think I used it for the next one as well. And then I'm just going to trim this. Should tidy as I go, shouldn't I really? It's not really my bag. And yet when I was chefing, we were always taught clear as you go. Mark would argue I probably don't use that sentiment anymore. No fine art to measuring this. I'm just chopping it to where I think it should be. And the good bit about this trimmer is that you'll have the groove, so you'll see if you're going to chop lettering off or not. You'll probably go a little bit more off of the top. Just a smidge of it. There we go, that'll do. Nicely. You never have what, my lovely? Oh, tidied as you go. What's that? Sorry, my tiny little mind's fighting to catch up. I make my... Oh, can he come and train mine? Mine just whinges at me. And then whinges at Freya because she's just as messy as her mother when it comes to crafting. The only difference is I will tidy my own mess, whereas Freya's like, nah, you taught me how to do it, you can suck that one up. And then I'm going to put a bit of wet, oh, not from that end, I don't like that end. Well, that or it doesn't like me. Not decided which yet. So I have put a dimensional on here. Oh, actually no, I'm going to want to put 2. Because we're fighting 2 layers on there, I remember now. Because it was still dipping. And I've got them too far over on this one to do it. So let's go about there. There we go. And going with the metallic theme, I'm hoping my gilded gems. I get some of the foam in too. Oh bless. Too cute. So look at this, problem free. Everybody with some wafty fingers needs to take your pick in your life. I was going to use the other end and then thought I might stab myself on screen, so nobody needed to witness that. But that took a lot less time than it has in previous weeks. How are we doing for time? Oh, we're okay. Oh, I haven't done an inner, have I? Let's not cheek it. Let's put one in there. I wonder if I've got any of this paper left. Oh. I had also considered using the snail mail blushing bride paper that's got the red swirly bits on. It is so much easier, so I promise. Let's trim that down a little bit. Oh dear, I cannot live with that. I've never had one, Danny, until this week, and I actually think I may have to agree with you all now. So this is literally the last piece of this, so it's at desperate doors for, it's not going to be the full width, but no. Oh, actually, that would make another one of them, so I might be frugal and put the strip in instead, just because I'm desperate to keep as much of it as I can. So let's go 9.5 by 13.9. It is something I very much wish I'd considered using earlier, because I've struggled for a long time and I needn't have. And it means that I don't have to ask for a little bit more help, which is always a winner in my book. Yeah, I'm just going to put the strip of that down there. Oh, I can't get away without one mess. I just got a bit of glue on the back of that card. Just so that some continuity through to the bit. I would have used a full back in bit, but being time, especially because I probably won't order any more of it. Although it's the end of June, isn't it? So I could and not feel bad about that. I've got so much retired paper where I went a little bit overboard. That's good, I know, right? I was looking at my stash, so there's that one done. I was looking at my stash yesterday and doing the whole, oh, I've got a fair bit for using up. So I thought I'd do it occasionally. So this is with the Fresh Freesia, and I will always gravitate towards the pinks and the purples. I thought I'd go out of my comfort zone a little bit, and I've bought up it's not soft sea foam, soft succulent. I need Freya, she'll start shouting the names at me. And the penguins are quite literally Daffodil Delight. And then the basic black blends, she says. Did I put them back in the box? There's one. Oh, I didn't get organised enough to check I had all the colours. There we go. And then I think I might dock to the colours slightly in that. I know Just Jade or Mint Macaron. Which ones will I get to first? Would go with that because Mint Macaron. There we go. Now I've got to find a dark one. I haven't got the new in colour ones yet actually, so they should probably go on my next order. So I think I'm probably still going to have no, let's have Flirty Flamingo, just because they're new and I've got them now, so might as well make use of them. Oh, what other colour should I have? Yeah, the soft succulent. I've got to admit, I didn't buy any of the green ribbon. So I didn't buy the Evening Evergreen and I didn't buy the soft succulent. But I'm very much wishing I'd bought the soft succulent. I'm still not sold on Evening Evergreen. I'm sure at Christmas I might like it. But right now, no. It's just not on my radar. Oh, I haven't embossed this yet either. So this is, what do you want? Sorry, my husband's just come upstairs. Yes. Can you take it downstairs though? Because they don't all need to hear the rustling of the bags. Thank you. So this is, what's this called? The Greenery embossing folders. So that's what this little bit comes from. I want to say it was a 5cm strip, 5.5. This is just the other bit, 5.5cm strip. So I'm going to do that while I remember. And I've got my cut and emboss machine to the side, because otherwise I can have issues in trying to squeeze it all on, because I haven't got room. There we go, let's get that in there. Oi. I can hear my pickle starting to cough again. Oh, I've not left myself enough room on there, have I? While I've been crafting, rather than have everything on the desk, I've been shoving it onto the table where I've got my cut and emboss machine, which was a little bit silly in that I've lost stuff. So look how pretty that is. I love it. I didn't originally buy these when I got the Forever Fern, but I actually, there's a pattern in the, I can't remember what it's called, in the Sweet Symmetry suite. There's a DSP, and I think it's just jade in colour, but it's got the chevron leaves on that as well. And I was like, right, now that's fate just telling me that I have to have them now, because then I've got 2 sets that I can use it with. So I'm just going to chop this to 14.9, so it's the same length as the card. Oh, I should probably check that I have got another card base as well. On checking my embossing folders, they've all retired. I'll have to choose some new ones. Oh, although I missed one, and it wasn't until Stacey had it yesterday. Was it yesterday? The dots and the, are they checks, squares or something? But there's also a heart one that I really need. So yeah, as you can tell, my orders are just going to be going on for forever. I did say I wasn't going to go overboard this time, but it's a bit hard not to. Have got the, is it All Dressed or Dressed to Impress? Or, no, the one with the perfumes and the lipstick and whatnot. It's a decent set for girlies and girlfriends and stuff, so that's on its way. Mainly because Freya wants the dyes, because they make a handbag, gift bag. So, well, the girl wants, she does generally get. But I did tell her I'd buy them because she had a good parents' evening yesterday. This is quite long. Yes, we've been really lucky with the, I think there's loads and loads of beautiful sentiments throughout the whole catalogue. I was really impressed with how many there are. So that's just a case of, I think that was 5.5. I'm just going to double check. So that's 5.5 by 14.9, and that one's 7. Yeah, 7 by 14.9. And I'm just going to glue them. In fact, I'm going to glue them together first, and then do a little bit of colouring. I love that noise, and I know it irritates Mark. Is that the thanks and hello ones? Yeah, I think there's some lovely ones in there. And I think our Stacey's done us a lovely treat in putting them in the extravaganza day. Just another perk of being part of a team. There we go. I've just realised I've taken myself off the screen. Apologies much. So, I love how easy these are, but they look really cute, even if I do say so myself. And then I normally end up having to turn it over and trim it. Oh, that's not too bad actually. Yeah, I think they'll be useful. So useful. And even just seeing the card that Stacey made on her Instagram, it got me buzzing with ideas. So I can't wait to get my mitts on that one. There we go. So let's clear the deck so I can do some colouring. What did I do with them all? Let's root out the ones, because there's no point in colouring other ones that I'm not going to be using. There we go. Oh, so black. I literally just went around these with the light basic black, because they don't really need much, bless them. I love the fact that they were left kind of hollow, as it were, because the puffins aren't, and I've still seen people to get that real sharp dark on them, colouring them. So I think I'd rather just that, and hey, I might have to go rogue and do some pink penguins at some point, because I can. Oh, or some little grey ones actually, they'd be quite cute in grey. Oh, why didn't I think of that before I'd started? Right, that's next. That's tomorrow's card making session sorted. Oh, we forgot his little hand. Sorry, matey. But I think these are really cute. And I can't remember who. I watched somebody's video, but they were playing with puffins. I'd really be upsetting them, and I can't remember who it was, but they said they don't like their animals floating. Well, mine are about to float, so apologies. I can't remember what they did, but they did something really clever with it. Hopefully I saved the video so I could watch it back at some point. Oh, see, this one, if I'd have not lost it, I would have gone over this line, I think, with my Stampin' Right marker with a little fine nib. Because for some reason this one's stamped really well. It's not some reason, it's a case of I've not clearly pressed down hard enough on it. But the sheer fact that we ended up with an image each time, I'm taking that as a win for today. Baby penguins are fluffy and light grey. Yeah, I think they are. I think they'd look really cute in the smoky slate. And I've found another one down here, so I might use him for inside, because we can. Oh, actually, who are you kidding, Claire? You're not going to want to cut another one out, just stamp it on them. Indecisive Annie's back. So we want the darker one for the beak, and then I'll put a little bit of dark just at the top of the feet. Not that it's going to make much difference, you won't really see it, but it makes me feel better. I've at least attempted to shape their feet. So this is just daffodil delight. That one didn't want to come off. There we go, let's have some balloons. Oh, blimey. So we'll just go in with the dark. And then in with the light. We'll go. Oh, your penguins are obviously. Yes, they are. They're floating. Be like little Freya holding onto a balloon. She's hilarious with a balloon. I'm taking off, Mummy, I'm taking off. And she's not, bless her heart. But it makes her feel better. We might have, we do a pink one inside, so we'll leave those, and those we're going to need. Get those out of the way. So, sorry ladies, a bit more fussy cutting. Hopefully these ones won't take too long though. They're only little. She says that she's probably going to lob a foot off it or something. No. The angle of moving this down takes some getting used to. I need to get different. No, I'm not going to keep buying stands. Poor workmen always blame their tools, don't they? I just need to learn to get used to it. There's only so many stands you can buy. To be fair, I have used this one an awful lot more than the other one I used once. Filmed something sideways and gave up. Because my phone didn't fit properly in it, but this one's much better for that. And at some point I might even think you can get the iPad in it. I'm just a bit scared of the weight of an iPad being in it. Oh, that's not the best fussy cutting in the world. It will serve a purpose. Right now, oh no, we've got to do in there. He nearly lost his balloon. There we go. One down. Oh. I've also got to admit, ladies, I think I might need to buy Calypso Coral. I think I've been unfair to it in not buying it, because now it's in the DSP and I really like some of the DSP, so I'm going to have to buy it. He'd probably lose his balloon if I had to go out. Oh no, he wouldn't say. I've seen some of your fussy cutting and it's lovely. I need to actually, I'm just thinking about it, I need to pull my finger out and think of swaps, because what I had planned to do, I tried and I didn't like it. So I need to get thinking caps on, in the hope that will I don't want to do a 5-second wonder. I already thought I'd be prepared this time round, in that I always forget to buy the cello bags to put them in. I've bought the wrong ones, but I'm going to make do with what I've got. So it's at least going in a bag this time, and I've planned to be writing what I use. For the third time lucky, hey, I might actually grasp it by that point. So for events, we all make, well, we don't all, it's not an obligation, but it's quite nice to see everybody makes such different things. So for however many people are joining in the swap, so if there's 10 of you, you'd make 10 identical cards. I've planned my, oh, well done, Sue. Check you out. Yeah, so you make 10 of the cards, and then they get handed in to whoever's organising them, and then you get 10 different cards. So your swaps are all, each person gives you one card. You get some lovely designs and lots of inspiration, and it's really, really lovely to see how differently 10 people can use something. Hasn't all got to be, I bought mine but too small, so Well done, Bev. No, see, I bought them, but I didn't buy the self-sealing cello bags. So I'm just going to seal them with a bit of washi tape on the back. Because, well, I can't rely on them being here either in time now. So I've not done too well with that, but my last ones I had planned so far in advance. Mind you, I needed to because there was so much fussy cutting on them. Took so long to do. Right, we are finally there, people. Sorry. Actually, know what I'm doing. Well, I am so jealous. So jealous. So where's my left? There's my right one. So I put that one in the middle just because it was the one going in the opposite direction. No, Colette, he goes over there. Come on now, get with the programme. Oh, I've not bought my little ones up, so we're going to make our own. My bags. Oh, now that's who I had not thought of. Why didn't I think of that? In truth, I never really get to go in there. I'm going to blooming start now. I didn't even think of that. Kicking myself. Never mind. Because my other thought was, failing that, I've got A4 ones from the catalogue launch. I'll just use some of them. Fold them up, cut them up and do whatever I have to, but it's okay. What have I done here? I was about to put them around the wrong way. Wally. That was well saved, Colette. It would have upset me having two go the same direction. Yes, thanks, Sue. I've just seen him. That really would have upset me as well. A cranky little brain, I thought it was to start with. It's like when you read something that you think you've written or typed, actually. I do it an awful lot typing. I've had some real significant typos over the years as well. They're hilarious now, but I could have died of embarrassment at the time. Just as well, they know me. That's all I can say. So I'm just trimming the edges because I've not brought up my mini dot, not mini dots. What do I mean? Mini dimensionals. And nobody needs a balloon flapping about. Can't have them taken off any more than they already are. So let's find a sentiment. Okay, I had that stamp set. What did I do with it? There we go. So I used this Best Day Ever. Oh, I'm throwing everything. And then I just spliced it so that it fitted on there. Dropped my dimensionals. Need to rescue them. Oh no, I'm not going to need them anyway. I could have left them. Never mind. So let's wrong way around. Oh, it's because I've got that in between. You are a silly sausage this evening. Doobie doobie doo. Blocks are up here. Oh, sorry. Where's my little one? Oh, over there. It's got the other sentiment on it. If I had a brain, I genuinely think I may be dangerous. There we go. Let's have that bit of black from earlier. No, I didn't use black. I'm going to want a bit of soft sea. Oh, it's not soft sea foam. Soft succulent. We will get there at some point. I've done so well with the new names as well. Never mind. There we go. And then Versamark over there. I don't know why I'm making it straight. I'm going to cut it all up. Wally. Some more white embossing powder on there. Another one for luck. There we go. I'm going to apologise in advance again, peoples, for the noise. Oh, I'm going to drop that. There we go. So, let's have our little card back. So, I'm just going to want to make sure I cut these. So for the first couple of words, I literally just followed around the shape of the lettering, and then I cut the last one out so it looked like it was ever. Just because actually I can see it being something like start shouting at somebody. The kids even do their best day ever. Because I've probably said it far too many times. Oh, you got a bit fiddly, didn't you? Yeah. That one's a bit small for my meaty hands to be dealing with. Oh, we nearly lost that. Saved. Just. There we go. And then we got this one. I think I'm going to have to buy some more. I've run out of my fresh freezer already, and I think I've only got a sheet or two of this one left. I bought the multi-packs because I wasn't sure which ones I'd like and which ones I wouldn't, but I'll probably buy them all as separate packs, in honesty. Because I actually really enjoyed. I'd really overlooked the plant pot one. That's not really a set that ever would have grabbed my attention. But having seen the papers now, I really like it. And it's a colour in there, isn't it? So I might need it. But the blend's very much needed. Girls got to have a blends. I've got embossing powder on there. So these I just stuck down. Good old Tombow. I've left the lid off of the donut. So best day ever. We're gonna need some pretties. I don't know how many packets of these I've done, but I love them. The basic rhinestones, they go with everything, and I'd run out, so they're now going to get well and truly abused again now I've got some. Oh no, move over a bit. Now you can stick. I'll have some diddy ones. Oh no, come back. And we need, oh, we need a middle. What size are you? You do? No, you're not. You're a card base. Let's not splice and dice card base. Where have I put it? I've seen something there. Maybe you've got penguins on. We're just going to cut the card base. So, we'll go 9.5 by 13.9. Oh, have I got any? The DSP. 13.9 for you. Oh, bang, I dropped that, sorry. We're going to need a cutesy little penguin just in the corner because he's adorable. And let's see what else there was. Was there anything? I'll put it back no matter what. No. Love comes in all shapes and sizes. It's cute, but I wanted for a birthday card and I know exactly where it's going. Where's the rest? Thanks so much for perfect. No, that's fine. Learn to leave it, Colette, and then fill it in when you need it. Alright, let's quickly get some colour on this little fella. Oh, it's just as we can't see my face now. I even caught myself then doing the whole tongue hanging out whilst colouring. The concentration was on. Very grateful that you couldn't see that. Little dotty bits at the top of his feet. Bless him. Little cutie. Really have gone a bit gaga talking about a penguin. I'll stick that on first. I'm just going to put a strip Tombow down there. And then if you use your grid paper, you can line up and make sure you're straight. I probably should have done it a bit smaller than that because I didn't compensate for that. See if that still fits. Just let's trim a smidgy bit off either side, and it will be a smidgy bit because I've got my penguin right on the edge. It was a bit of a silly sausage and not checking. And then we'll go and take a couple off there as well. There's better. It's just not even all the way around, but I'd rather that than it hanging out the edge. that's our cards for this evening. So we've got our Count on Me bears and then our penguins, and I've just changed the colour up of this one slightly so it's on the soft sea foam, but still one of the in colours. If you'd like to know anything more about any of the items that we've used, please do get in touch. Oh, that's very kind of you, Danny, thank you. It's lovely cards. So Stampin' Up, I've got a fab offer on at the moment, in that if you would like to become a demonstrator, you can purchase £154 worth of product for £99 without any shipping fees. And actually, it wasn't until I think I put it on my Facebook page, but I went and I shopped £154 worth of product, and I got 2 sweets and something else that I can't really remember, but it was an awful lot of product, and that'll also get you a 20% discount until at least the end of October. So becoming a demonstrator doesn't mean that you have to turn it into a business. There's lots of us that just do it for fun, and to put it out there a little bit more and to just benefit from a discount ultimately. So there's that, and there's loads that comes. It's literally not just stamps, card and paper. There's a whole community that I really would have missed out on if I hadn't taken a plunge and joined, and it's very much worth it. There's also the host deal, so if you'd like to host an online party, or you'd just like to get some friends together, hand out some catalogues and use a host code, I'm more than happy to do that. Please do give me a shout. But other than that, thank you ever so much for spending some of your evening with me. I'll be live again next Thursday at 8 o'clock, and have a lovely weekend. I hope that it's not as wet as it looks it might be, and that we all get some more time with friends and family. Thanks ever so much. Take care. Bye-bye.